Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this beautiful opportunity to come together and to share some time of aloneness with you. Thank you for allowing us to wake up this day. Thank you for all of our loved ones. Bless them, Lord. Cover us in the blood of Jesus and give us the healing that we seek. Thank you for hearing our prayers and granting us the answers that we seek. We thank you for the manifestations that have been, that are to come, and that will never, because you have better. We trust you, we love you, and we thank you for our ancestors. We thank you for their guidance and their protection, those that mean us well. Thank you for their wisdom. And we thank you for the archangels that are on assignment to protect, guide, heal, and for accepting the assignment to do so. In Jesus' name, amen. So you may hear rumbles those are the deep voices of my sons. And even when I ask them to be quiet, you can still hear them. So, I wonder if my candles are gonna make it through this recording, because I snubbed them afterwards, and I don't know how much longer I have on some of them. And I got new incense today. I got new incense smell. I got a haircut, which you should be able to see in a second. I was gonna play some music, but my Pandora is acting quite naughty. Like it doesn't know what station I like. And I think YouTube partially blocked my video from yesterday because I was jamming out. There should be some type of waiver that you can sign. I will not try to get paid because of this music. And I know that can be kind of tricky, because if I was an artist and, I definitely get it. So I'm not really upset about it. It's just dang. I like your music. So yeah, that one was yeah, no, I'm not going to burn today. You can forget it, lady. Yeah, we'll see. Little tea lights. I'm really contemplating on getting reusable, but I just feel like it's not the same. Somebody gave me this lighter and no. There we go. Hey. I'm a little subdued today. Maybe because it's still early. And sometimes I'm just chill, So, I do have some possible things that I could do today, and then I have some part of me that's let's not do shit at all. You ever have days like that where you just don't want to do nothing? Not because you don't feel bad. You're just I really want to just take it easy today. So I just might do that. Plus my boys, this is the week before finals, and they can really take it easy too. But there's also this part of me, it's a Sag in me, because I have Sag in my chart. I think I have a Sag moon. It depends on where you are in the world and what chart you're using. So here, my moon is in Capricorn, and then there's a Vedic calendar. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's an Eastern calendar, if I'm not mistaken. And I have a moon in Sag. Okay, Sagittarius. So I feel like the Sag in me is we gotta get out. And I have a Sag sun, so he's yeah, let's do it. But I got a Scorpio sun, and he's I can stay in. So we'll see which side of me wins today. Listen to your body. You know what I mean? Don't push yourself if you don't have to. I mean, sometimes you gotta go hard, especially when you're in the gym and you're moving that weight. You don't want to play with that. But because you showed up for a reason, right? But you know, on the days where you're just like able to take it slow, like my workout today is Pilates. Yay. We appreciate our workouts and what it does for our bodies. But, you know, there's a part of me that could very well just do that and just be. Yesterday was something that it didn't even dawn on me how, like, what? There was a dust storm. Never have I ever. I was just talking to someone about the way the weather. Oh, wait. Hold on. Now it's official. Let the tone out. Yeah, my candle went out. Okay. I know I was playing with fire when it came to these candles because they're like, yeah, no, not enough. We've had our time. About how, because the person I was speaking to is not originally from where I am from, but they live here now, and which is the wonderful city of Chicago. But they were saying how they're used to earthquakes, which I don't know if I would ever be used to earthquakes. But in Chicago, honey, we used to everything, and now we can add dust storms apparently to the list of extreme weather circumstances that we can just be okay with. I saw some videos of like chicks walking in a dust storm. I'm like, are you insane? Respiratory wise, your eyes, you know what I'm saying? Stuff being, people do the craziest things for attention. I just want to share some libation and commune with you. I'm not walking in a dang on dust storm for likes and views. Like, oh my God. Not that I'm judging them. I'm just saying I think you shouldn't put yourself in harm's way for the sake of, I mean, they could have seriously hurt themselves. They could have, you know, inhaled or ended up with a laceration to the eye. Like, I mean, what are you thinking? Think, people, think. So yeah, very interesting. I mean, and when I made a reel, like, oh yeah, I can't go for a walk because we have apparently a dust storm. And I was like, wait a second, a dust storm? Are you insane? When? Since how? Since when? Like what? And then I saw the video, the footage of it. I'm like, we really just like entered Egypt real quick. Okay. It's the mummy for an afternoon or an evening. Okay. Sure. So I just saw my intention candle from last week, and it's all the way down to a teeny tiny flicker. But my boys are still going because they started a day later than me, maybe even 2 days later than me. I don't know. Tomorrow is also a quite auspicious day. It's going to be some type of portal that I just found out about, so I'll learn more about that. So once I do, I will be sure to acknowledge it and post information about it. All right, let's get to the cards. Let's see the cards. I think my other candle may not make it either. I don't know. This really does like energize me. I hope it, when you guys tune in, you get what you need. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being intuitively led to do what I do at this point in every area of my life. Oh, well, hello. We got one already. Oh, big old, my face all in the camera. I was gonna say big old face, but I have a very small face, actually. Very small head. A small person, actually. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. I feel like we just got that. Walk boldly and wisely. There is a hand above that will help you on. Philip James Bailey. Maybe not like in the last 2 days, but that card sounds eerily familiar. Okay, let me just go closer. And comfy. Because you know we're all about comforters. Spray my grounding. I feel like I didn't. I did my Florida water, but I do need to ground. So let's do that real quick. my tootsies on the floor. Grounding is so important. Being able to send your negative energy back to the center of the earth to be neutralized out. Call your power back. Call your energy back. I was in class one day. These must be my old cards. Yeah, they are. And I'm like, why do they look like this? Oh, okay. These are old cards. Don't want to do the old cards today. New ones. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. That's okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm going to leave the old one out there because I know. And then we're going to transition over to the new. Out with the old and the new. They felt so familiar. But anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about grounding. Oh, yeah, so I'm learning spiritually, like officially learning different things. Like I'm a student. And one of the exercises that we had to do was call back your energy, right? And the way that my instructor worded it, I was like, oh, that's deep. It was like, call your power back from your mother. The sensations that I felt, I'll spare you, but it was very interesting. So point is that you don't realize where you've left your energy, you know, and to be able to sit in meditation and to call it back into yourself and ground and to send the negative energy to the core of the earth to be neutralized is quite powerful. So once I become more confident in my abilities to guide people through that, I'm excited to do that and to share that with you guys. But of course, in the meantime, there's all kinds of free resources on YouTube and other places, but just my own personal experience with meditation, visualization, and grounding. It's worth looking into. Not sure where that came from. Oh, well, I was just grounded just now, wasn't I? Yeah, it's like if I think about staying in today, part of me is like, Oh, look, my nose ring is even. Is it? Baby, let me tell you. So in other words, keep that thought to myself. If I was just getting ready to say something, I'm gonna keep it to myself. So anywho, yeah, happy Saturday. Happy birthday to all my Taurus. Bull gang. Why is it like a million cards want to come out? No. I just want like one, maybe two. I never in a million years thought that shuffling cards would be so relaxing. Where'd you go? Okay, so it says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. God always gives his best to those who leave the choice with him. Jim Elliott. Let's talk about it. You don't always have to know where you're going. I think I had this discussion before where I was talking about my oldest and how he's not quite sure. And he's getting ready to be a whole senior, y'all. Like, what? I got in my feelings last night. I'm always in my feelings, but I was definitely feeling quite sentimental. We have feelings. You know that, right? We're supposed to have feelings and emotions. Otherwise, you're just a robot or the devil. I don't know. So when that term came out, oh, you're all in your feelings. Like, yeah, because it's normal to have them. One of my children was being programmed by a family member that they shouldn't be emotional. That's the workings of a psychopath, for real. You're out here teaching boys that they shouldn't have emotions and feelings. That is exactly why they'll probably end up having issues later in life, and or prison. That's one of them. But I had to explain to my son, yes, you smile in pictures. Yes, you're supposed to have emotions. And thank God for therapy. You know, I've talked all about therapy. I am a huge advocate for therapy, both individual and family. Okay? Hell, you can have therapy with your pets. Let's figure this out. I mean, really. When you're dealing with different perspectives and personalities, you're bound to have conflicts. You're bound to have, misunderstandings. And that's not what therapy is all about. It's really just learning how to coexist with another human being who is not you. And just making sure that everybody's being understood. We're all on the same page. No one is, everyone is seen. Everyone is safe. Everybody's loved. Help me understand. I too want to understand and want to be understood. It's such a bonding thing. We finished that movie last night, and my son was like, that was confusing. I'm like, yeah, maybe not one of his best. But I still rock with Jason Statham. That's my boy. Keanu Reeves, Jason Statham. All right, let's see. The Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen and protect you. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. Faith makes all things possible. Dwight L. Moody. Anybody moody out there? You feeling moody? Stop it. You can be moody. What else we got? Ooh. Somebody turn up the candles. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Anne Frank. And that's on the front of the car, honey. Everything is possible for one who believes. Mark 3:20. I'm sorry. I see 23 and I just go straight to it. 9:23. How wonderful it is that nobody needs to wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. And she was so young and so deep. I hate what happened to her. I went to her house in Amsterdam. It's quite sad. Quite difficult to maneuver too. Amsterdam is Amsterdam. It's quite notorious for their narrow stairs. So if you got big feet, good luck. Because, baby, I got little feet, and I was terrified going down them stairs. I'm like, quite a sad story indeed. Such a profound and brave young lady. And then it's a beautiful statement, because it's true. If everybody actually just stopped and loved themselves for real, like actually did the shadow work and actually cared about having a wonderful experience on this planet and not being in competition with anyone else, you know what I'm saying, and just rooting each other on, treating each other as thyself from a place of love, because that's the reason why we're here, is to have some fun. Everything goes back to love, just so you know. That's how you change the world. All you need is love. I actually have that up in my bathroom. It's right across the top. All you need is love. Because it's true. If you embody love, watch how your life will just transform. Oh my God, I would tell you all this story about how I got some stuff for free, but I feel like it's not like I didn't do anything wrong, but I don't know. I think I've said before that baby don't pay for shit and baby loves free. So I just wanted to say those affirmations work. So try them for a week and see if it's true, you know, because it definitely works for me. Your affirmations work as long as you believe that they will. And not like in a forceful way, like, you gotta work. No. Like, you know, I know my name. No one can refute that that's my name. It's my name. So I know my affirmations work because I know they work. See how light and easy that is? All right, one more card or two. I'm gonna shuffle kind of move. Now all of a sudden I want to go to the city. See what I'm up? City. Saturday, the city. Ugh. And when I think of the city, I think of two things. I think of the lake and food. If I missed anything from my childhood, it would be those two things. Being so close to food, which right about now is probably best that I'm not, considering I have lab work to think about. Like I'm on punishment. But anyway, but I absolutely love riding my bike on the lake, especially on a nice hot day. You know what I'm saying? Because that breeze out that lake is like no other, honey. Our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an internal glory that far outweighs them all. I'm pausing because I'm like, I'm in dim dark, you know, dim candlelight, and it's like, ugh. So that is 2 Corinthians 4:17, which I know we've gotten before, and it says, every tomorrow has two handles. We can take hold of it with the handle of anxiety or the handle of faith. It's funny because this candle holder in front of me, it holds 3 tea lights, and it has the word faith italicized in some pretty little font, simple little font. I don't remember where I got it from, but I swear I've probably had it since I was like a teenager. Maybe I got it from Pure One Imports or something. That sounds about right. Anybody remember Pure One Imports? They gone, child. They gone, children. I used to love that place. It was right in the middle of Hyde Park. I think it's a Boston Market now. Who the hell eats Boston Market? And even, you know what? I feel like Boston Market is gone. I haven't been in Hyde Park in so long. I used to love Hyde Park. And now it looks like some weird-ass deformed hybrid between Hyde Park and downtown Chicago. Like, ugh. It made it ugly. But to someone who is new to it, they're probably like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, no. And those of us who were raised over there, that joint looks crazy now. It's like putting a bozo wig on or something. It just doesn't look right. I don't like it. Baby don't like it. All right, one more card. Hopefully a card we've not seen. Because mind you, it's 101 messages here. My cards just try to like escape. Okay. Man, my dreams have been off the chain. Anybody else having vivid dreams? That's how I know something's getting ready to go down in my life, because my dreams will like they'll pick up strong. Processing all kinds of stuff in my sleep, but then, like, I think what gets me is the fact that I'm able to read in my dreams now. I remember not being able to do that. Still not able to quite use a cell phone in my dream, because I've tried to do it a couple times now, and I just, up until this second, I've yet to be able to use a cell phone in my dream. But reading in my dream is like, when that happened? And numbers. Seeing numbers in my dream now too. I don't know if it's significant to anyone out there, but 4720 94720. Maybe somebody's birthday. My leg was like, get off me. Okay, let's see. We're done. Last card. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. Be still and know that God is in control. I like it. I like it. Be still and know that God is in control. Yeah. I think that's where I was about to go. About my son not quite knowing, even though he's going to be a senior soon, where his life is headed. And that could be quite scary, right? But that could also be quite exciting. All three of us in my household are kind of simultaneously walking through doors in our lives where we're like, you know? My oldest obviously getting ready to graduate. My youngest is gonna be, he's a year behind him, so he'll be a junior. I'm slowly approaching a pinnacle in my life where I'll be transitioning from a mom of teens to adults, you know what I'm saying? And I got some career shifts going on and some new projects going on, and god dang it, just went in the Bible and there are the cards from yesterday. So it's like we're all like, the three of us are all standing in front of a door. I just see door number 1, 2, 3, and I'm in the middle. I'm number 2. It's like we're in holding. We're looking at each other and we're like, you ready to walk through your door? I'm like, man, this is like the 5th door I've had to go through. Yeah, this is your first door, okay? Oh, just got a notification. Going through pictures last night, you know, and just looking back over my life and how many different versions of myself there has been, and how proud I am of every single one of them. Proud of you. Younger Desi. Younger D. Proud of you, girl. Such a brave mama. One thing about me, though, is that I've always been happy. Even when I was sad. There's a part of me that was just like, nope, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and I was just like, you know, I really feel like there have been people in my life who played in my face because they just couldn't stand the fact that I reminded them that you could actually be better than what they had chosen to be, which were monsters. And I also chose not to be the monsters that created me. I just removed them from my life. Especially when it came to my babies. I remember the moment I realized that I had to be a better parent than my own. I was looking at my son's face and I was just like, yeah, no. I'm gonna figure it out, but I can't be that. Let me love say I can do anything for love, but I won't do that. Couldn't be a monster to my children. Disciplinarian, unfortunately, right? When you're dealing with boys, I don't know. Timeout don't always work. Although my son will tell you he spent a lot of time in the corner. Him in the corner with besties, honey. I found a picture where I took, because my third bedroom is on an angle, and I took a baby gate, and I had the door closed, and I had the baby gate behind him, so all he could do was just face the door. That was it, because he was Houdini. He wasn't standing in that corner, okay? So it was like, for my sanity, you send it right here, sir. But if I could go back in time and just cuddle them, I think that's the worst part, is knowing that I can't go back in time and cuddle them. I can cuddle them now as grown men. I pay for the storage, honey. I pay for the storage to be able to revisit their childhood. I just can't believe we're here, but we are. May you be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might. Galatians 1:11. Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not saying that right today. It'll be in the description, okay? The stars may fail, but God's promises will stand and be fulfilled. J.I. Packer. All right, that's enough. Okay, literally, that's enough. Literally. That is enough. I used to be a rower in high school. If you know, you know. You usually see it like in college sports. You know, they have the single sculls, the double sculls. That's where they have the oar and they're, you know. And I was a part of a 8 scull. I don't know what it was with me in water sports. Maybe low-key I'm a mermaid. But gee, thanks. Just getting these notifications. It's like, really? Come on now. But anyway, we had a captain at the top of the ship, and I'll never forget her. She was a little bitty thing. She was so small, so skinny. But she made the perfect captain because she fell right in that little nook at the top of the boat. And when you were done, they would say, "Way enough." That was the call out to stop. You know, slide your oar. So yeah, that's enough. That's enough cards. This is the most cards I pulled in a single sitting. Seriously, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 cards out here. Somebody needed them today. All right. Better roulette, anyone? Oh my God, that incense is so different. So I have, okay, let me just show you. You know, since we besties and everything, I have packs of incense, right? But they're all like themed. I'm feeling for my other one. Not my manifestation ones. I say those for special days, like tomorrow. I'm gonna burn my rose quartz that my girl Anna gave me for my birthday, because it's only told me of them in there. But they're rose quartz smudging incense, and so I'll burn that tomorrow in acknowledgement of the spiritual portal that I'm about to learn more about. I'm so new to all of this, so you get to watch me grow. But so yeah, these are just some incense I got off of Amazon, but they're like, so I think there were, I got 4 left, so there were probably 5 or 6 of these. So I've been through one already. Just opened this one. So yeah, maybe like 6. I feel like it was 6. Yeah, definitely 6. It's a Rain Man reference. If you get it, you get it. All right, so energizing. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I got going right now. The one I had before was meditation, and I feel like the one before that, I have to go and look at the description. But I definitely know the one before that was meditation, or was manifestation. I don't know. Relaxing. Probably can't even see this because it's so dark. Stress relief. And oh, that's what's open. Is the refreshing, not the energizing. No wonder I'm so subdued. Refreshing. All right. Get you some incense. Set the mood in your ambiance, in your immediate area. Set the ambiance to be what you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? I like calm, cool, peaceful, and then I like rowdy. It just all depends. But right now, I don't like rowdy. I like music. That's what I should say. I like energizing music. I think music really is like a love language for me. Seriously, because it's so, sound is so, I don't even know the words to describe what it does to me other than some type of profound otherworldly experience, depending on what it is. Yeah. Fun fact, whatever you listen to, that's who you are. So if you're listening to gangster rap, shoot 'em up, you're probably a criminal. Or very dishonest. Probably with yourself. Your music proves who you are. Your movie genres. The things that call to you. The things that you're attracted to. I always say that people that like sadistic, satanistic, demonized stuff are feeding demons in themselves. I truly feel that way. So if you like those type of movies, you can stay away from me. I'm not watching. My oldest son had come to that epiphany. He used to watch scary movies all the time because he used to watch them with a particular family member all the time. And then one day he realized, like, why am I watching this stuff? I couldn't understand it. I never watched that stuff. Like Chucky and Freddy Krueger and what kind of demons y'all feeding? You gotta stop and ask yourself, why do I do the things that I do? Why am I connecting to this? What is it that this entices me? My candle went out. How dare you? And this one went all the way out. Good job. Because the rest of y'all tapped out early. You didn't finish your job. So yeah, just bought like another big old box of candles. But I'm like, you think you don't have a habit. I got a candle habit. Oh. But having this time with your ancestors, with me, with God, I hope it's as relaxing for you as it is with me. It is for me. Today to sit and just ground and be peaceful for a moment. To step away from your responsibilities, adulting, anything that you gotta do. You gotta take some time for you. Like something just went in my eye. Maybe it's out of smoke. Y'all see that incense? It's like getting it in. It's like, I'm gonna go out with a bang, baby. Because it's almost out. Alright, let's see. I'm not ready to turn the lights on yet. But I'm gonna. Once I fall on this Bible Roulette. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now for fish. Yeah. Alexa, turn on my lights. Hey, yo. Okay, I'm only looking like this because I'm like, you know what, God? Let me tell you something. So today, you know what? I'm really about to start writing how many times I fall on stuff now because this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna show you in 1 second. God is funny. Ruth. And do you see how many times I've been in Ruth? Like, the whole chapter of Ruth, children. I would literally have to sit here and read this entire story to go over, you know, what I've underlined, what I've asterisked, what I've highlighted. Baby, I done fell on Ruth so much to the point where I could probably tell you the story verbatim, like word for word. You know any movies like that where you could literally just say the entire movie? Seriously. But I do have just a few things that are underlined, so maybe we'll just go over that real quick before I let you guys go. Just want to give you a little inspiration before your day got really rolling. You know what? I just realized, I don't know, it's tourism me. It's always I have never officially barbecued alone, like just myself. I've always, you know, had a really nice grill or whatever and allowed other people to barbecue for me, grill for me. But you know what? Now that my children have mastered the kitchen, perhaps we need to learn how to master our grill. So 3 of us will learn. I know some things. I mean, I know the basics, you know what I'm saying? But to actually man it by myself, you know what I'm saying, as the actual lead chef in this situation, I could do it. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna have a nice little barbecue, just the 3 of us, where we learn how to grill. Maybe I'll go live. And all you grill masters out there can give me your tips and tricks and all that, you know? But I think I just want to have a little grill party with the 3 of us. Comment if you would actually tune in for that. All right, back to this real quick. So I done went from wanting to go to the mall to wanting to go downtown to now I want to grill. Yeah, something's up with me today. But Ruth replied. She was talking to Naomi. So real quick, Ruth is a woman who had 2 sons. She was married. Her husband died. Her 2 sons got married. Married a woman named, no, it was Naomi. Excuse me. Yeah, Naomi. She had a husband. The 2 boys died after they had married Ruth and Oprah. What's that her name? How do you say her name? And I think I talked about, I feel like I had a video in the short amount of time that this channel has been up. I feel like I did a video on Ruth. I feel like I did, but I don't know if that's true. But anyway, point is, the one daughter-in-law, like, so the husband died, the boys died, and now it's just the 3 women. And it was Naomi, Ruth, and the other daughter-in-law, who I think her name was Oprah. If I'm saying it wrong. And for whatever reason, I don't see this woman. I'm not saying this woman's name for nothing. Doesn't matter, because chick was up. So it was like, it got to the point where Naomi was like, look, I don't have any more sons. You don't owe me anything. Go home. The one chick was like, deuces. The other one was like, no, I'm staying with you. And she literally said, but Ruth replied, don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Talk about devoted. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us. Okay, who feel like that about their mama-in-law? I don't know. I don't think I've met anyone that ever felt their way about their mother-in-law. Okay. Naomi was like, okay. And so they end up going to their family's redeemer, Boaz, and Ruth ends up working in his field and, providing for herself and Naomi, and he's, watching her from afar. Long story short, he ends up marrying Ruth. All I'm saying is I have fallen on this. I really wish now I had written down every single time I fell on this. I think I even remember talking about how I did a balloon release many, many moons ago when I used to go to a particular church and writing about Boaz. I used to put Boaz up on my vision board so much. Boaz, Boaz, Boaz. Where's my Boaz? Let's see. Then Boaz asked his foreman, who is that young woman over there? Who does she belong to? I have warned the young men not to treat you roughly. And when you are thirsty, help yourself to the water they have drawn from the well. I've underlined so much stuff. I'm just trying to think, is there anything that stands out? Because I'm going to end up reading this whole thing. I hope I continue to please you, sir, she replied. You have comforted me by speaking so kindly to me, even though I am not one of your workers. At mealtime, Boaz called to her. Excuse me, y'all. One of these days. Come over here and help yourself to some food. You can dip your bread in the sour wine. And she ate all that she wanted and still had some left over. May the Lord bless the one who helped you. Yeah, I underlined a lot of stuff in that. So, I'm going to leave it there because I'm just like, wow. How many times am I going to fall on Ruth and Boaz? Like, seriously. I think out of all the chapters in the Bible, since I started doing Bible Roulette, I've probably fallen on Ruth and Boaz at least 10 times. For real. So with that being said, y'all, happy Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed your time with me. I will put all of the messages from our cards in the description along with Ruth. I'm going to sit on that. I'm going to think about that. And then I will put my take on it in the description. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, stay beautiful. But most of all, stay loved because you are.